Hello everyone, my name is Heren and I'm a DJ and producer from Barcelona. I started producing music since the age of 14, and my city has always been a great source of inspiration to me. This is why I like to show you around by selecting some of my favorite spots. And for this, what better way than taking you on a full journey around the city? Let's start by one of my favorite streets called Enrique Granados. It goes from the city center to Diagonal and it's full of nice restaurants, coffees and shops. What I like the most about this street is that, even if you are in the heart of the city, it's very calm and the architecture of the old buildings is simply stunning. Just have a look and see for yourself. Sarrià is a neighborhood in the upper part of the city, away from the tourist areas but well known by the locals as it has a lot of charm. Say hello to my friends Gaudí here. This wall and door is one of his works. Not many people knows about this piece. Let's continue our trip all the way up to Tibidabo, which is one of the mountains that enclose Barcelona and the highest point of the city. At the top of the mountain you will find Barcelona's oldest amusement park that goes by the same name. It brings me a great memories from when I was a kid. Too bad it's closed today, but here a sneak peek. It's also where the Sagrats Cors Cathedral was built, and the architecture is a mix between modernist and neo-Gothic style. Wherever you go, and especially on top of the cathedral, the views are breathtaking. We are now going to one of the oldest cake shops of the city called Foix de Sarrià. They do traditional cakes and chocolates and have all sorts of sweets. Check the small one for example. Picking a selection will allow you to have multiple desserts without feeling too guilty. This one for example is made of coconut. Let's keep walking down this neighborhood a bit more. At the end of this pedestrian street, you will find one of the city's best kept secret by the locals. As you can see, it feels like being in a small town, and that's because Sarrià used to be a different city, but Barcelona was expanding so fast, it got absorbed and annexed in 1921. Okay, here we are. You may have heard of tapas, which are the well-known small dishes of food served in restaurants across Spain. One of the most typical dishes is the patatas bravas, which funnily translate to downless potatoes as they are quite spicy. What many people don't know through this is that the real ones are not topped with mayonnaise, but with alioli, which has a similar texture but is made of garlic. And here, at Bar Tomàs, they serve the best ones. Let's change neighborhood and go to Gràcia, one of the most vibrant places Barcelona has to offer. The best way to discover this part of town is to get lost walking across the streets. You will find all kind of little shops, from local designers to handcraft goods as well as many cafes and restaurants with food from around the world. It's many squares, and this one is called Plaça de la Revolució. Hosts many bars, and at night they become the perfect place to meet all the new friends hopping from one bar to another. One of the bars I use it to hang out the most at is I Castola. I could spend hours in here with my friends having drinks. But the main reason to come here is for the sandwiches. They are very originals and delicious. After a short metro ride, we have arrived to Plaça Catalunya, the very center of the city, and from there we will have to walk so I can show you a little bit of El Raval, an area that is part of Ciutat Vella, which means Old City in Catalan. To name everything you will find here will be almost impossible, as there are too many, but during our walk we will pass by many of my favorite spots. One of them is Bar Lobo, a restaurant in the heart of El Raval. The entire menu is amazing, and having a late lunch on the terrace during the summer is one of my favorite things to do. See this bar behind me? It doesn't look like much, right? However, this is one of the best Asian fusion restaurants of the city. It's called Dos Palillos and has 1 Michelin star. Let's see if we can sneak around so I can show you inside a bit. We have no reservations, so they might kick us out. If you are in the modern art, skate or both, this is your place. What you see behind me is Barcelona's Museum of Modern Art, and a place of pilgrimage for both pro and amateurs skaters. Here is another Barcelona classic that you might have seen in countless documentaries about the city. Maybe it's not the most original place to show you, but it's too nice not to show you it again. It's El Mercat de la Boqueria, Barcelona's the most famous market. If you walk around, you will be overwhelmed by the amount of food, colors and smells. If you walk further down Las Ramblas, and if you take left on Carrer Ferran, you will find Plaza Real, a big square in the center of Barri Gòtic with lot of restaurants, bars and clubs. A really popular place, especially during the late hours of the night. We are now arriving to Plaça Sant Jaume, where both Barcelona's City Hall and Catalan Parliament are located. It's also the place where we come to celebrate each victory of Football Club Barcelona. Once you have passed Plaça Sant Jaume, you will find yourself at the entrance of El Born. This area has everything one can ask for. It's beautiful, has lots of historical places and great area for shopping. Lot of bars and restaurants, and you never get tired of this, as they are always something new to discover. On my left, we are passing the Basilica of Santa Maria del Mar, the icon of Catalan Gothic architecture. I'd show you inside, but there are so many things that it's better to discover in person, and this is one of them. Past the Basilica, you will reach Paseo del Born, which has so many great places to eat or have a drink. At the end of the Paseo, you will find El Mercat del Born, which, as this name indicates, used to be a market, but nowadays it's a culture center. Here again, what's inside will have to be unveiled if you come visit the city. In Born, you will find one of the best burger joints called Kiosco. They have become so popular now that they opened many other franchises around the city, but this one remains the original and the one to go to. This is a place you cannot miss if you come to Barcelona, and this is the Picasso Museum. It's located inside a beautiful place and contains a collection of more than 4,000 pieces from the artist. After a long day walking around the city, it's time to get something to drink, so let's stop by an horchateria, which is a place where they prepare homemade horchata. In case you are wondering, horchata is a local beverage made of tiger nuts, a sort of a ground almond. It tastes very sweet and it's delicious. Well, I hope you enjoyed walking around with me and make you discover a little bit about my city and some of my favorite places. I wish I had more time, as there were so many places I couldn't show. But I really hope you will find the time to come visit and experience the city by yourself if you haven't done it yet. Have a great day and see you very soon. Bye bye!
everyone, I'm Seyo and this is Cremona, my hometown.